Hello, beautiful souls. I'm so grateful you're here today. Before we begin, I wanted to share something that's been sitting on my heart. Lately, I've been feeling lost. Not completely lost, more like I've been walking along a winding path where I can only see a few steps ahead. I'm in the middle of a career transition, and some days I feel so excited. I wake up with this quiet knowing that something beautiful is unfolding. Ideas seem to flow, doors feel like they're opening, and I can almost sense that life is leading me somewhere I'm meant to be. And then there's the other days, days where fear quietly creeps in, where I wonder if I've made the wrong decisions, whether I should have stayed where life felt safe and familiar, whether this dream I'm pursuing is really mine to follow. Sometimes I question whether the universe is guiding me at all. Sometimes I lose trust. And I don't know if you've ever felt like that too, where hope and doubt seem to live side by side. One moment you're full of faith, the next day you're wondering if you've completely lost your way. So this morning I sat quietly with my oracle cards. Not because I expected them to give me all the answers, but because sometimes they simply remind us of what our soul already knows. The three cards I pulled were surrender, strength, and patience. As I looked at them, it felt less like separate messages, but more like one piece, one gentle invitation from the universe to tell me that it's time to let go, time to trust, and time to take it slow. So let's explore the meaning of these beautiful cards. The first one was surrender, and honestly, I laughed a little because surrender is probably the lesson I've been resisting the most. I've always felt like I have a plan, I like knowing what's next, I like certainty, and yet this season of my life has offered me anything but certainty. Instead, it keeps asking me to trust the image of the winding path couldn't be even more perfect. When you're standing at the beginning of a winding path, you can't see where it ends. You simply take the next step, then another and another. I realized something as I reflected on this that maybe my anxiety is not coming from the unknown. Maybe it's coming from resistance to the unknown. The more tightly I try to control how my future unfolds, the more exhausted I have been. This card reminded me that surrender isn't giving up, it's about loosening our grip. It's trusting that life has a way forward that our mind cannot yet conceive. And maybe that's true for you too. Perhaps you don't need the whole map today. Perhaps you only need enough courage to take the next little step. The second card was about strength, and this was about the mighty oak tree. And the oak is strong even before it starts to look mighty and strong. Its roots start growing quietly and go deeper and deeper into the earth. And that reminded me of something I've been forgetting. Just because I can't see the results yet and that nothing is happening, perhaps this season isn't about building my career. Perhaps it's about building me. It's about building my foundation and building my resilience, faith, and confidence and being stronger than I've been before. The oak doesn't panic every time the wind blows and simply remains rooted in its strength. And maybe that's what it's calling me to do, and perhaps you as well. And the third one was patience, the gentle snail. And I smiled because after surrendering and remembering I am strong, the universe is gently saying, now wait. Not in frustration, not as punishment, but with love. The snail never questions whether it's moving too slowly. It simply just keeps moving and inching along, one tiny step after another. I think we often mistake slow progress for failure, but nature never rushes. The seed doesn't apologize for taking time to sprout. The butterfly doesn't hurry its transformation, and the oak doesn't become magnificent in a single season. Everything beautiful has its own timing. Perhaps our dreams do too. This card reminded me that maybe I'm exactly where I need to be. Not too late, not behind, simply unfolding. When I looked at these three messages, it was really clear. First, I need to let go of control, of controlling every outcome. And then I need to stand in strength and sovereignty and trust that everything is growing slowly underneath the surface and is unfolding in perfect timing. Not your timing, not my timing, but the timing that allows us to become the person capable of witnessing what's waiting for us. So if you feel uncertain, like I have been, know this. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to know every twist and turn of the path ahead. You only need to take the next loving step and trust enough to surrender, believe enough to stand in your strength, and soften enough to be patient with the unfolding of your life. I'm saying these words to you today, and I know that they mean just as much to me. So if you resonate with this, then I invite you to keep walking along this winding path, one breath and one step, one day at a time. And to do that, let's return to that moment of quiet solitude and stillness that is within each of us. I invite you for a moment of stillness with me. Let's get started. Let's start with just a few simple breaths, and the sequence is like this. We take a breath in for 4 counts. We hold it for 4. We release for 6 counts, and we stay still for 4 counts, and we repeat. So let's get started. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still, 2, 3, 4. And again. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still, 2, 3, 4. Again. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still, 2, 3, 4. Again. In, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still. 2, 3, 4. And the last one. In. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And still. 2, 3, 4. Thank you for joining me for this moment of stillness. And I hope that you have a beautiful week ahead where you remember to surrender, stay strong in your power, and be patient for everything beautiful that's unfolding in your life.